Oh, it's live not right now? Why? Oh gosh. Oh gosh. Alright, well, I guess I'm live. I've never done a live before. I don't know if I should even delete should I? I'm probably gonna delete this. This is so weird. It's not even titled anything. Ooh, somebody's here. Oh, say hello. I shouldn't focus. I have the video turned so I can see myself, which probably isn't a good idea. Anyway, I guess I'll just make start talking, I guess. I know I haven't been on here for a while. Yeah, I know I haven't been on here for a while. And I wanted to talk about some stuff, but oh yeah, I know what I want to say. Yeah, I left Russia. I guess we talk about Russia. I wanted to keep doing stuff on this channel, but maybe not make it completely about I got other stuff going on now besides Russia, but to be honest, obviously all of my oh, what's up? What's up, P? Yeah, I'm doing a live for the first time. Man, my content sucks. I have the camera facing me and I feel so stupid right now. Yeah, but the most of my audience is Russian, so yeah, it's weird seeing just random people on here. PH, you need to give me a lesson on how to do a live, man. Anyways, so yeah, I want to make videos on here, but I didn't know if I should change the title of the my channel because it's American in Russia, so obviously the center is about Russia, um but yeah, I'm in the truck right now. There's 17 people in here. Holy crap. Yeah, appreciate that, P. Yeah, and I never done a live before. It honestly feels weird. It feels weird. But yeah, oh yeah, because before I came on here, I was thinking to myself that I want to say some stuff. So I was looking at my older content and my older videos, and they were just so bad. They're just so bad and so trash. And I wanted to make like probably some better videos to entertain people, to make it somewhat watchable. But you know what I do appreciate? I appreciate that I can get on here and honestly, the Russian people they rock with me when I'm just sitting in front of the camera and just talking like for half an hour about whatever about life. So I guess I figured I want to get on here real quick and hopefully talk about, I guess, because I haven't been on here since I left Russia. So the last time I was on a student visa and I was at a university in some random city and I left, and I guess I should probably save that for a different video. But because that's like a long story. And then I just disappeared and I didn't make any more videos. And I didn't know because I don't know what I want to say. I don't know I don't know if I want to explain myself. I don't know if I want to say, you know, what happened and the whole story, but um I think I want to keep making videos, but I'm trying to figure out how to make it where it makes sense. Hey, if you're in here, by the way, drop a comment, please, and say hello. I would appreciate it. There's 5 people in here, so anyway, um, everything pretty much goes back to Russia anyways for me, so I feel like it's okay to keep. I haven't come up with a better idea for a channel. Beside I mean, it was the most basic thing. I mean, I have literally not come up with a better idea for a channel than American in Russia. It's the most I wouldn't say it's corny, but I mean, it's kinda like, okay, it's clearly about Russia. I'm not in Russia anymore, so it's like but that being said, what's up, spooky cinnamon roll? I have the camera facing me, so it's like I can see everything. It's going well, sir. I can't complain. But, everything for me basically goes back to Russia anyways, so I feel like I'm just gonna keep going on with my life even though I'm not in Russia. Your day's going bad? Oh, no. Hello, Michelle. And then I guess I'm just gonna keep the channel name. I've thought about a different name, and I have not come up with a different name at all. I guess the only other idea that would make sense is to just put it as my name, but I kinda like American in Russia, I don't know why. I mean, sometimes I feel like it's just, an odd name, but, I will say that ultimately my plan is to go back to Russia. My dream is to go and live in St. Petersburg. I already have the vision. I have it seared into my brain. I know exactly what my day would look like. I would know exactly uh what the vision is. I have the vision right there. Like I wrote it all down and everything. And so ultimately that's the story. I've been to Russia 5 times. Vyuchil no. So, see, goodbye, blue sky, hello. Ruski vyuchil no. No, I haven't returned, but, I'm still in the States, but that's another thing is, like, so I've been to Russia 5 times, and my last time was on a student visa. Um, so I said that I'll return to Russia on the condition that I speak Russian, to a certain level. Where I feel comfortable going and I feel like my level is like, I wanna return to Russia when I know that I wanna stay there. I wanna stay there, but I don't wanna have any restrictions, if that makes sense. The thing with the student visa was I was confined to a region. I had to do all these, I had to do all these, medical certifications, and I felt like I was too confined, and I felt very restricted, and I'm a person that needs to have absolutely no I cannot feel confined in any way. So what happened was I started panicking. I stopped studying and I was on a student visa, so I felt a lot of pressure. I was like, "Uh-oh, I'm not studying anymore." So I have to leave. And then once you stop studying, then you're not on a student visa anymore. You have to leave. You can't like go somewhere else. You can't like go to St. Petersburg because I was in Petrozavodsk, which is probably like 4 hours northeast by train of St. Petersburg, 4 or 5 hours. Um, and it was so cold. It's a smaller city. Mind you, I love anywhere, but when I stopped studying, I started having like a little bit of a panicking. And I had to tell somebody. I had no friends, I had nobody up there. I started having a little bit of a anxiety attack type of situation, and then I basically, I had to leave. And then once I left, hello, Mr. Gordo. Once I left, I tried leaving and I had a problem at the border. I tried leaving again, I had another problem. So my everything kinda escalated, um, a lot for me. I mean, ultimately, it was not a big deal, but for me at the time, I was just extremely anxious. I thought that I was gonna violate my student visa and then have problems later on. I'm thinking about that kinda stuff. So, ultimately, yeah, that left me kind of, I will say, I'm not the traumatized a little bit. Uh, like I said, in the big scheme of things, it's not really a big deal. Hello, Miss Sue. It's not really a big deal in the bucket, but it did leave me with a little bit of anxiety, and I felt, I tested my luck going to Russia 5 times, considering everything that's going on over there and everything like that, and I felt like, okay, well, it was great, but after 5 times, it's like, "Alright, what are you gonna just keep going back over and over again?" Like, you need a plan, I need a plan. My plan was to go trucking for a long time and return when I had a certain level of Russian fluency, because I'm not gonna get into, like, what the state of things are in this country, in the US, but, that was my plan. Um, anyway, so, I don't know, I guess I wanna get on here and just say, yeah, so Russia I guess the thing is, yeah, I'm okay. The It's alright. The, um, the point is that I haven't abandoned Russia, I haven't just, like, um, forgot about it or moved on to something else, not at all, but when I'm making plans and stuff, I'm not the type of person that really can't am able to put themselves out there and pretty much explain stuff as I'm doing it. I need a little space to myself so I can kinda work behind the scenes and do all that kinda thing. And then besides that, it's like if I'm not showing Russia on here, then I mean, Russia was really the star of the show. Right. But, I mean, the journey still I mean, the journey is ongoing, and the ultimate plan, I mean, is ultimately to live in St. Petersburg. I mean, that's the dream, man, but I'm not gonna but I'm gonna do it the right way. I'm not I don't feel comfortable, like, let's talk about, like, visas, like, the ideal visa for me was the tourist visa. It had the most freedom, 3 years multi-entry. You can stay 6 months at a time, and then if you wanted to leave, you could just leave for, like, a day, or, like, you could leave for a minute and just return and get it restamped. Granted, I've always had problems at the borders, especially land borders. I mean, honestly, it's a pain in the neck. I mean, it's a pain, and it's stressful. I'm not gonna lie. I've been at the border. The last time I was at the border for 9 hours. I was at the border for a long time, and, like, it's no joke. Like, these borders are no joke, and, and it's happened to me a lot of times at this point, and not only at the Russian border either, at the US border as well. And, I don't know, it's hard to get used to. Um, for me, it's tough to deal with. It's something at this point where it's like, man, I don't wanna be dealing with these problems at the border and stuff, and, it's funny. I mean, that's it. So, the multi-entry visa was the best one for me. The student visa, I felt just extremely restricted, and but the student visa, it did have a path to residency, an easy path. If you do the student visa, and if you go through the process and learn Russian to the point where you can pass the language test, you can get temporary residency, and then you can move on to permanent residency. So, that is the good thing about the student visa. The problem for me was that you are confined to, like, the region where your visa is at, which for me was, um, Petrozavodsk, which was in the Karelian region up there. I mean, awesome, but then I was like, "Alright, well, what am I gonna do?" Mind you, I don't know anyone, and, I mean, as much as might like to meet people, I mean, it was ridiculous. I was, like, 37 years old in a student dormitory, which it's just for me, it's like, I mean, I coulda gotten my own place out in town as well. I mean, it was so cheap too. It was so cheap. It was like $140, I can't convert to rubles right now. I guess if it's 100 rubles, it's 140 times 100. So what is that? 140,000, something like that. Maybe I don't know, maybe less. It was around 140,000 a month, right? Or is it 14,000? What's 140 times 100? I think it's 140,000. Anyway, um, and the dormitory was $10 a month. It was $10 a month. 1,000 rubles a month. I mean, but then you have to check in and check out, and, like, I understand that, but it's just, like, after a while, I felt, like, very confined, and I felt like I just had this anxiety that I had to get away, and, it's a me thing, you know? I mean, it's a me thing. It's definitely a me thing, because I could have just arranged for a break or something like that and taken a break, but even then, I think I would have had to leave the country and return or something. I'm not sure. So, yeah, I'll have to and also there's the whole deal with the what is it? I'm sure you guys have heard about the the I don't know what it is exactly, but the where you have to sign a document about West traditional values, the traditional values agreement where you have there's a list of like blacklisted countries or like not blacklisted, but like I don't know. I haven't looked into that in a while, but there's like a list of countries where it's like they don't have traditional values and they're adopting like a they have less leftist ideology, and I'm not sure I want to go that route. I just want to be I don't want to be and put myself in a position where now I'm in a situation where I'm stuck and now I have to like follow all these rules and stuff like that. Nothing against rules, but you know, I want a level of I need a level of space and I need some freedom of movement, which by the way, being on the tourist visa, I mean, it was great. You can just wander around St. Petersburg. I mean, I feel so lucky to be honest, because I got denied entry to oh, thank you. I appreciate that. Um, I got denied entry to Estonia, and I never expected that would happen, and it's like, you know, I just got denied entry. It didn't make any sense to me because Russians are always crossing from Russia to Estonia. I get a lot of problems, and to me, it's just like and I love Estonia, by the way. Like, Tallinn is amazing, like, it's awesome. That's one of the coolest things about that I've had the opportunity to visit Finland, to visit Estonia, both Helsinki and Tallinn, you know, to the extent that I visited those countries was their capital cities, like Helsinki and Tallinn, and I loved them. I loved them. I thought it was such a great opportunity to visit Northern Europe, you know? Um, I would also like to visit Norway as well, but Tallinn is beautiful. I mean, it's such a nice vibe. It's a calm vibe. It's a very calm, like, European vibe, and, yeah, I got denied. I got denied. I was, like, bewildered. I was totally bewildered. The border guy was a total dickhead, like, that's just their job, but, I mean, I was like, "Dude," like I was like, "What is the problem?" You know what I mean? Like, what is the problem? Ultimately, the issue was I didn't have like, reservations, like, hotel reservations, and I didn't have a flight out yet. But, I mean, whatever. I could have gotten those. I told them, I said, I could get reservations if you want," but I just got denied, and honestly, that shook me up a little bit because 'cause I'm like, "So now I can't go to Estonia? Like, why?" Like, Estonia is awesome. I would like to visit, Tallinn again, like, you know, it's just weird. It's just, like, a weird thing, man. But, I still have all my stuff in Russia, you know? I still have, all my cards. I have a bank account in Russia. I have, you know, what else? I don't know. I mean, I've invested so much time and energy into Russia, and, yeah. I wonder when you do a live, should you turn the camera to, like, the forward-facing camera, I'm probably better off just turning it around, but then I wouldn't be able to see the chat, but, I don't know, whatever. I'm really not good at this at all. I don't know what I wanna put out on here. I wanna do stuff, and I feel like it would make sense to continue to do, videos because everything in my life, honestly, it goes back to Russia at the end of the day. So, I probably will just document, I guess, what I'm doing, but it's not like I'm just gonna go hop on a flight and go back to Russia again just to, Detroit? Are you from Detroit? Why do you say Detroit? Yeah, I did spend a couple of, I spent a couple of weeks. Oh, you're from Ohio? I spent a couple of weeks in Istanbul on my way back to kinda, like, decompress. Istanbul gave me no problems, they just let me in, no questions, nothing, so I had a couple of weeks to kinda just hang out in Istanbul, which was pretty cool, I guess. I mean, you know, they got a Turkish airline hub. Oh, in Detroit they do? I usually fly out of O'Hare, so, um, I love Detroit, though. Where in Ohio are you from? Yeah, Detroit's pretty cool, actually. I like the I love the Midwest, so I like anywhere in the Midwest. I like Ohio, Michigan. That's what's up, Cleveland. Yeah, Cleveland. I'm a person, I, like, love Cleveland, places like that. Yeah, I was just in Cleveland not long ago, actually. I'm a truck driver, so, anyway, yeah, I don't know, I wanted to hop on here and just, I guess, I don't know, touch base. That's cool that there's somebody on here from the States, because the majority of people I think are from Russia. Are you interested in Russia? I'm curious. Um, but, yeah, I mean, yeah, it's tough, man. So, yeah, being in that small city, um, in Petrozavodsk, um, you know, I mean, it would've been fine, it's just maybe it's probably better to do I mean, if you're gonna go that route to do the student visa, it's probably yeah, it was cheaper. It was cheaper than it would be in St. Petersburg, but ultimately, St. Petersburg is just you have more freedom of movement. It's a bigger city, you're not gonna feel as, like, trapped and confined, unless maybe you have, like, you make some friends or something, I don't know. But yeah, I mean, it's definitely a path to residency for sure. But then I'm like, "Oh, well, then what happens after that?" And honestly, the paperwork did stress me out. I mean, there's nothing really stressful about it, but it's just like, you need to you need to there are rules and stuff. Yeah. Yeah, my dream is to get a place I have the vision in my head. I wanna live in St. Petersburg. "Hello, sir. Hello, Games Boy. What's up, buddy?" I wanna get a place in St. Petersburg, that has a balcony, that has a parking space. I want a station wagon, like a wagon car, and I wanna read books and go to a cafe, work remotely if possible. Golf. Hello, where's that? I gotta look that up. Greetings to you, sir. What time is it over there right now? Is it late or is it morning? I wonder what time it is over there. It's gotta be, like, around what, like, 4 in the morning? Maybe 3? Maybe Yeah, I love Russia, man. But, I've been there 5 times, and it's like, I'm not just gonna keep going back and forth and back and forth. I'm done going back and forth. I'm done. And this last time in the States, honestly, I mean, the States is just I mean, the States just I don't know if it's because 'cause I'm a truck driver, but it's like I'm about to quit, my job, and I'm about to spend a couple months in St. Louis, which is, like, I love like St. Louis is like one of my favorite cities in the US. The whole thing is tragic. The whole thing in the US is tragic because I've literally just watched it year by year. I mean, I knew that things were on the decline, but like, every year I try to enjoy the aesthetic. I love the Midwest aesthetic. I love the old buildings, the old stuff. I mean, I love that stuff. So to see it gradually disappear it's like it's a tragedy. I mean, it's like having a relative that like that has dementia, and like it's like you feel like they're dead while they're alive. You know what I mean? Like, and to me honestly it breaks my heart, honestly. And um yeah, the situation in the States is very real. Like, it's not a joke. Things are getting to the point, honestly, I mean, like, normal people are getting priced out of living in the States. It's becoming unlivable. But not only that, it's just like there's an alienation between people. You feel like there's no human connection. And I was talking to ChatGPT. Yeah. Yeah, yeah, the sanctions, yeah, that would be amazing if the sanctions stop, because, that would make remote work, like, a lot simpler. But there's ways to transfer money, I think, with crypto, now that I think it's a lot easier to do to do crypto stuff, and not just take a bag of cash, which is, honestly but, what was I saying? Oh, yeah, it's like the alienation between people, where I was talking to Chat GPT, and I was, like, explaining what I wanna do, and he's like, "Yeah, St. Petersburg is actually one of, like, the best old world cities that still has, like, like, that sense of human connection." ChatGPT is crazy. I talk to that thing like it's my best friend. I was even asking, I was like, "Should I upgrade?" And it was like, "No, you should hold off on upgrading until later." And I was like, "Alright." Like, what the heck? Let me see. Основні санкції, наложил Brussels. Can you say that in English? You talking about Brussels? Stop sanctions, uh, Rockies like 300. Is it? To upgrade ChatGPT, it's only like 20 bucks a month. I was about to upgrade because that thing helped me out so much, to be honest. It's encouraging too. It's like better. It's like, honestly, it's like my best friend. It's like it's telling me, "Oh yeah, you have a great plan. Your plan makes so much sense. It's actually really smart." I'm like, I'm like, okay. And it's like, yeah, you like Russia because Russia's the place that still values human connection, and a place, and it's something that's lost in the US now and whatever. And I'm like, you know what, you're right. And it described St. Petersburg perfect. It used the word that St. Petersburg is poetic. And I always say that, what did you say about sanctions in Brussels? Naложил. Osnovny? I don't know what osnovny mean. Osnovny. Does that mean stop? Sanctions наложил Brussels. I'm 31, got a house by the skin of my teeth. Where, in Russia or in the US? In Ohio? Or do you live well, you live in Cleveland. Yeah, I was in Amish farm the other day, and the Amish people, they're gonna be all right no matter what happens. Yeah, I know, but what did you say? Because you said whatever you said in Russia, I don't understand. Osnovny sankcji naложил. I don't know what naложил means. Osnovny. Astanov. We got a big Russian and Ukraine population in Northeast Ohio. I haven't seen that. Northeast Ohio? In what city? Hmm. Yeah, there's a lot of, I don't know. Oh, well, the guy that owns this truck is Ukrainian, and his wife too. So, main means essential. So yeah, chat I was telling ChatGPT my plans and yeah, man. So we'll see. I mean, I know that God didn't put me through all this and because I went to Russia when I was 13, and I haven't been everywhere, but I've been enough places where it's like, I mean, Istanbul, no place is to me like Russia. Russia just hit me like boom, like was since when I was 13. I mean, it hit me like my soul, my heart, everything. And going back 5 times and, studying Russian to the point since I've been on the truck, I have not studied a lick of Russian, which, like, kills me, and I need to get back. As soon as I get off the truck in Ohio, I didn't know there were a lot of R's there. Yeah, me neither, actually. But, yeah, once I get off this truck, I need to study because then in the truck, it's just there's just no you need to be, like, I need to be, like, 100% focused to make any progress in Russian. Um, I can't just, and if you don't study for a while, I mean, you lose whatever you have. I'm just thankful for whatever little progress that I have. Obviously, I'm not fluent by any means. I'm just happy I can read it. I'm just happy I can read what little I can read. I can understand what little I can understand. I'm just very thankful for that. Cause, but yeah, I don't know. Um, I don't want to get into what's going on in the States, but I don't know. I think the States, I mean, it's just I don't think it's for me, man. I don't know, it's too stressful for me, like, I'm trying to even on the road, it's like people are going way faster, and I feel like I'm going too slow. I'm just trying to cruise, and people are just going so fast, and it's like, it's too much, and I'm not suited for this kind of pace of life, I'm trying to I'm not in any particular rush. So, born in oh, you're lucky, you're part Russian. Can you speak Russian? Wow, 2012. That's great. Yeah, everybody misses Russia, man. Yeah, but I was telling ChatGPT my plans to go back. It's not easy. I'm sorry, I don't understand that. Miyaki is that like Miyaki's not can somebody translate that? Then, I should know what all that is. Like in like in childhood room or in house of sumashedshi. What is sumashedshi? What does that mean? What does that mean? Sumka. I'm thinking of sumka, like luggage. Can someone please translate that? From this perspective, for more stable and calm life in some you should probably try Belarus. I don't know, Sergey. Where are you Russian? Why do you say that? I mean, that's a big compromise. I don't know. I've never been to Belarus, but I doubt I don't think that's the case. Where are you from, Sergey? I mean, St. Petersburg is pretty calm, in my opinion. I haven't been to Belarus yet, but yeah, I guess. Oh, you're in Russia. What part of Russia are you in, Sergey? What did Olega say? Miyaki, can somebody translate that, please? Miyaki steni. What the hell does steni mean? Oh, guys. I'm not gonna drag on too long because I know I'm so boring. So I'm gonna put it. There's gonna be a limit to this. Where you are living in St. Petersburg. I mean, I guess my favorite. I love Akademicheskaya. I love Grajdansky Prospect neighborhood. Do you know? Have you seen this channel before? I like those type of neighborhoods. Akademicheskaya by that one technical university. Yeah, I love those neighborhoods. I used to walk around them for like hours and hours and hours. I mean, I loved it so much. Some of my older Russian pals in the States lived in Latvia before they migrated to the US. Yeah, it's okay, Olega, it's my fault. But what did you say? What did you say, though? Can you translate, please, what you said earlier? I'm not sure I even got the yeah, lived in Latvia before. So, yeah, I mean, I'll go back. The plan is to go back, that's the long-term plan. That's like my life goal, highest achievement, that your walls in your truck it's like in a kid's room or madhouse. Oh, it's madhouse? I thought it she said, oh, I thought suma shes shu you don't like the walls? It looks like a it's cool. It's like a button up that's like truck style right there. It's fancy. I thought it was like a luggage. Yeah, like padded walls. Yeah. You wanna do a truck tour? The truck is bad. The truck is I love this truck, to be honest. It's a red Freightliner Coronado. It's got, a 12.7 liter Detroit diesel, Detroit. Yeah, the truck is nice. Okay, so you don't know anything, yeah. It just recommended it just now, Sergey? Parnas. Where's Parnas? Parnas is in Russia, right? Man, now I wish I had another phone to check stuff. Now I see why Party Hard he has 2 phones, he could look at another phone while he's on live. Oh, so your brand that's crazy. YouTube recommended it? Are you on, Sergey, are you on a freaking, oh, yeah, Parnas is that stop. It's yeah, the metro station. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Um, Sergey, are you on a VPN? You have to be in Russia now, right, for it to have any kind of, like, speed? Yeah, Parnas. Parnas is like yeah, I know where the I remember that. The Blue Line, yeah. I remember that, Parnas. You like that neighborhood? That's cool that it recommended it, though. Yeah, I have some old videos of me I mean, the channel I mean, the content sucks. I was watching my old, videos, and I'm like, "God, this is terrible. I need to really work on, doing something better." I don't know. Oh, it doesn't even open anymore without it? Yeah. That's so weird how they put a ban on YouTube, but you can literally just download an app to get around it. I mean, that doesn't really make any sense to me, but anyway. Yeah, I forgot what neighborhood Parnas is. I used to live in Murino, the Ant Hills up all the way north. When I first went there, I was like digging it, but then it's like, all right, I prefer like the old Soviet bloc buildings. I mean, those are like just the best. Yeah, I know. Yeah, true, true. Yeah, true. I know. You know what? I've been watching some YouTubers that they go live, and I'm like, I want to go live. I want to go live and just see. I don't know, and just talk because all I'm doing is talking. So, but you know what? I feel like people can kind of relate. People who like Russia and Russians can kind of relate to me. So I don't know. Maybe the talking is okay. I hope it's not. I hope I'm not just like boring people to death or whatever. But I think I wanna vibe with people who like Russia, who can relate to the subject matter. Cause I mean, what am I gonna do? I'm in a truck well, I mean, it's not a trucking channel, so, I mean, all I could do is talk about Russia and talk about we can talk about our plans to to go to Russia and our struggles. Okay. Yeah, Mickey's it is my AI okay. Oh, it's your you use AI, translator? Bro, it's crazy. There was a time when I did not even know the Russian alphabet, and I thought it was impossible to learn, and now I can read Russian now. I mean, it's crazy. It's crazy to me, honestly. It's crazy. And who else think the Russian is like the most I mean, to me, Russian is like like the most beautiful language I ever heard, to be honest. I love Russian language so much. It's extremely, difficult to learn and stuff, and I can't speak it 'cause I mean, I sound like an idiot, but yeah, I thought it was sumka. Cause sumka is luggage, right? You work hard, bro, you should feel great. Who? Yeah, this trucking job has been killing me, man. I mean, I've been I was like, "Dude, I need to take a break," 'cause, uh, even though, yeah. What's the vibe in Cleveland? Is it okay? Yeah, just being on the road is just like, and honestly, I like running the Midwest, so I enjoy running the Midwest as far as like driving, but I'm always in some random place that I don't really enjoy. So yeah. So I'm taking a couple months off and I have to renew my passport because I have no pages left. I have to renew my passport and I have to get a new Russian visa. So I'm gonna do that, and I'm gonna be in St. Louis, and I love St. Louis, so I'm hoping that'll, like, help me, recuperate. I get some time in St. Louis, and I get to hang out and stuff. Oh, what's up, Alex? Yeah, I remember you. Yeah, I felt honestly, I was, like, lost for a while. I was like, "What am I gonna do with this channel?" And honestly, I'm not, like, a YouTube person. I'm not a person that feels comfortable really, like, putting my life out there like that. Because, I'm a person that needs my space. I need to if I'm working on something, I need to be behind the scenes. I don't need people criticizing me and telling me this, that, and the third. And like for that, I just need my space. So I'm not a person that needs to be putting all their business out like that. Like some people, I watched this guy. He was on here earlier. His name is PA. His name is Party Hard, and he just live streams his whole life. And I don't know how he does it because people criticize him. People are all like, knowing his every single move every day. You know what I mean? And that's like honestly stressful. Everything good. I hope you don't encounter a lot of hates in our country. No, I mean Russia's cool, but to be honest, like yeah, it's bordered. The board, it is what it is. I went there 5 times, and I feel like I rolled the dice. I imagine the worst case scenario, and like maybe worst case scenario, what I might wind up in jail for some reason. I don't know, but it's like it could have been worse, but at the end of the day, it's worth it. I mean, if your only goal, my only goal was always to go to Russia. So, whatever happens, happens, I really don't care. No, I'm in the US doing trucking, I'm in the US doing trucking. I wouldn't do trucking in Russia because it's like, I wouldn't wanna be on the road all the time, and, if I went to Russia, I'd wanna live in St. Petersburg and work from, an apartment or something. Народ, что случилось? What you listen? Случилось что наш вообще Так надолго пропал из эфира YouTube. Yeah, I know. But yeah, my life dream was just to go to Russia. That's my highest, goal in life, and, not that hard, and I feel like I've accomplished my highest goal. Now, I feel like my highest goal would be just to live there permanently. I have the vision. I want an apartment in Vasilevsky Ostrov, or is it the other one? I have the vision. I know exactly what it looks like with a balcony. I get my coffee in the morning. I work, whatever, do work on the, I don't know, the computer or something. I have a station wagon, a little Lada wagon, or like a Ford wagon or whatever. I have my own parking space. That's it. And I have it's and I work with an interior designer from St. Petersburg. Cause I honestly, I watch yeah, I know it. Well, let me answer. I'll respond to that, Sergey. But I'm subscribed to a bunch of Russian language interior design channels on YouTube. I have a different YouTube channel that's only, Russian language, and a lot of it is, like, people that go to old Russian, Saint apartments in St. Petersburg, and then the people that live there, they talk about the history of the apartment and all that stuff, and sometimes there's also another channel about remodeling apartments. There's channels about, like, interior design, and I would love to work with, like, Russian interior designers to, like, help design my apartment and remodel it and stuff. Maybe have, like, a small office, like a little office with a little some shelves, like a little library or something like that, whatever. I would also like to visit these old apartments too and just talk about just see their apartments, and if I had YouTube, I would wanna show that on YouTube too. I would wanna visit people's houses and be like, "Can you show me your house? Can you show me your apartment, please?" Yeah. So that's my dream, that's the goal, but, it's no more. I'm not gonna be shuttling back and forth to Russia anymore. I need to have I want it to be, like, permanent, and I need for it to be permanent, I need my income to be divorced from the United States. So, that's it. I mean, it has to be divorced, it has to be remote. It has to be something that is, remote. That's it. So, yeah. Um I don't know, I mean, that's it. I mean, what else can I say? Yeah, I know, yeah, I know. Well, I appreciate that, yeah, I'm still here. Yeah, I was thinking about yeah, room tours. I would love that. There would be nothing more that I would love to meet with these apartment owners that I don't know, that there's just I would just go randomly all over St. Petersburg and ask to see people's apartments. Maybe not like just a regular apartment, but like, maybe a historic apartment, like more older, like, yeah, older apartments. Man, that would be the best. That would be the best. I mean, it's like my favorite thing to do. Just walking around St. Petersburg and looking at the old buildings, man. I mean, it's just the best. There's nothing better than it, in my opinion. Tinkoff? No, I have Sparebank. Yeah, why? Yeah, I would love to yeah, that'd be great. I mean, St. Peter it's almost not even fair because St. Petersburg is so awesome. It's like New York, like New York, maybe not I wouldn't say nowadays, but a lot of, like, people with YouTube channels, it's like New York is the main character of the channel. Like, their whole channel is about the fact that they're in New York. Photographers too, like, photographers in New York, it's almost like they're, like, stealing from the city, like, they capture what's around them, but then they use that, and it's like a free it's like free something free that you can capture and, like, use. It's the same for St. Petersburg, like, St. Petersburg, you could just walk around and there's so much beauty and so much inspiration in that city that it's almost like, I mean, it's like you don't have to have any talent at all. You could just show the city and 'cause yeah, that's about it. I mean, it's so beautiful, you know? Murmansk, yeah, I've always wanted hello. Yeah, I was planning on going to Murmansk. I probably will go to Murmansk, obviously. I mean, it's right up there with the big famous statue. I had a couple plans to go visit Murmansk, and I just never did it, you know? But, I mean, that's definitely I'll definitely go to Murmansk for sure. Yeah, yeah. These apartments, if you go on YouTube and, like you know what's good if you're studying I don't know if you know Russian or not, but I made a separate YouTube of just, it's it's all Russian content, no there's no English, so that was when I was, like, studying Russian. Since I've been on the truck, I stopped all studying Russian, but, yeah, the remodeling, is crazy, and what they can do, um, to these apartments is just amazing. It's so cool. It's so cool. Absolutely. And you know what? There's an app, there's a program called what is it? 2GS or whatever what is the one where it shows you every building? And I forgot, it's like a GPS thing that shows you every building. Yeah, Avito. And also, but besides the Vito, because the Vito is gonna it has stuff on there, but obviously it just has a bunch of regular stuff on there. But that there's a Russian blogger that does like historic buildings, and he puts there's a lot of pictures on there, and it's absolutely amazing. And then 2GS, I don't know if I'm getting the name right, but that application that's like a GPS application, you can go to any building in the city and click on it, and it'll show you all the apartments, it'll show you their cost, and it'll show pictures of it. It's crazy. It's crazy. I was wandering around and I took a picture of I was videoing this one building that was amazing, and there was a commenter who was like scolding me. They were talking about how like, how do you not